Scorpions, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for the year 2021. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall reading, and I'll also use some oracle decks. This is a love oracle deck that I'll dive into. We also have Celtic Lenormand as well as the angel therapy cards to wrap up this reading. Scorpions, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. Towards the final days of 2020, stepping into 2021, Scorpions, we have the Queen of Cups for you. Certainly, you were quite intuitive and very creative in this period. Possibly, you were coming across as someone who was divinely beautiful and graceful. Maybe you were also sensitive to criticism because you are an emotional person in this last few days. Perhaps you should have kept aside your ego and you should have collaborated with others. Maybe somebody was also undermining your position at work and this had ruffled your feathers. I think you shouldn't be insecure about how you are carrying on at work. Another thing I'm picking up that maybe you were a bit perturbed on account of a lady who was creating havoc in your life. You know, these are the lessons that you're carrying forward into the new year. Obstacles to overcome this year 2021 or the challenges that are in store for Scorpions this year is the Two of Pentacles. Certainly, Scorpions, you're being called upon to collaborate with others. Maybe you are going to be juggling energy and money as well. But sometimes I think you should pay attention to your own inner voice rather than counter whatever other person is talking about or saying. You know, sometimes people can help us or they may be right with respect to decision making, but another time they may also. You should listen to your inner voice, that is why. Certainly, Scorpions, I think you should also not be too greedy or avaricious with respect to money matters. Other than that, I'm also picking up that Scorpions, you may be a bit baffled or perplexed on account of two sets of information that is before you. Maybe there's contradictory information and you don't know which line you should go along with. While working also, I think there could be technical issues or technical gadgets could also be a factor here. Maybe you have to get them replaced, or maybe you have to format your computer or your mobile phone as well. You should also be very clear with respect to your financial transactions this year. Influences for the year 2021, we have the Hierophant. Scorpions, certainly you're somebody who is going to be quite spiritual as well in this year. Maybe you could tap into your intuition or your inner voice and you could get insight about a past life here. You are dealing with a past life issue in the year 2021. Basically, there'll be life-changing experiences which are in store for you in the year 2021. Perhaps the difficulties that you're encountering are all spiritual problems and you will realize the same. Besides, I think the insight will also help you heal. Again, Scorpions, in this year, you'll also be quite temperamental. So keep your issues to yourself, or maybe you should try not to get irritated. Maybe you're overworked, that is why it is playing havoc with your emotions. Sometimes you may also be sleep deprived as well. Perhaps also in this year you should ask for favors from other people because they will certainly oblige you. But you also know that someday you have to repay the good gesture, the kind deed. In this year also I'm picking up that there could be home improvements, or maybe you want to change the living quarters or living environment that you are in. Ideally, I think Scorpions, you're being called upon to promote your talents. Maybe you should also take suggestions from family members. They have a work idea for you. But you already may be aware of these plans or these ideas. They may have been at the back of your head and this person is simply jogging your memory. While working also, I think you need to review the work of colleagues, or you have to rectify the mistakes. Maybe you may also feel that in sometimes there are situations where your superior could ask you to oversee or review the work of a junior, though you don't want to do the same because you know it's not a part of your work profile. Basically, you think that you are being asked to do something which you have not been hired for, and you will sidestep the issue. Your superior could also change your plans, or there could be change in schedule as well on account of your superior. The first 4 months, that is between January, February, March, April for Scorpions, we have the Justice card. So karma is at play in your life. You have to create the balance or the harmony that you need in this year, in these months. Incidentally, we clarified the justice card, so we have the hangman. Certainly, you're being called upon to make those sacrifices. I think for some Scorpions, I'm also picking up that maybe emotionally or physically, your health may be something which you need to take care of or you need to look into. Some desires are not being met. Nonetheless, I think you have to be ready for the grind this period. Maybe you should also take assistance from others. Again, Scorpions, you should not overlook the details. Maybe data is unavailable to you at times, so that is why there could be backlog of work. But then when you do get the data, then all the information, then you will manage to complete a lot. Ideally, I think you should also make the most of your brains, or you should also focus on Lady Luck because it is on your side. Sometimes you have to step up because staff may play truant. Also, you have to find replacements in case you are at the helm of affairs. Maybe substitutes are required or you need standbys. All these situations have to be looked into. Those of you who are looking for a higher post, you may be a bit disappointed. Maybe it's not time yet. You need to work on yourself as well, or you need to work on your leadership skills. Towards the next 4 months, that is May, June, July, August, we have the Three of Cups. Your social life is going to be on the upswing in this period. I think you could also take the help of young people to promote yourself on the social media. Gains can also be expected on account of your contacts or through your acquaintances or your relatives. So tap into them or ask them to hire you for your services. You may also be concerned about a younger person in this period. Largely, I think you will be collaborating with other people and you will make headway. Communication is also going to increase in this period. So you should promote yourself on the social media. You should enhance your skills. It's the light energy in these 4 months. Maybe there's some celebration within the home front as well, which could be on the cards. Between September, October, November, December, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Minor gains is quite likely in this period, but you should also guard against betrayal in this year. Another thing, Scorpions, sometimes, you may find yourself lacking motivation. Maybe you don't want to push the envelope, but then you should carry on. You will also find yourself dealing with financial transactions or banking work will also take up your time in this time. Basically, I'm picking up that females will play a dominant role in your life in this period. Scorpions, I think you should also assert yourself, or rather than let people take advantage of you or take you for granted. Your health could also be a factor in this period, but certainly you can expect some kind of relief for your health problem. Also, while dealing with clients or with your boss, I think you need to haggle a bit and ask for an increase, or maybe increase for your services, a wage hike, or in case you're dealing with clients and you ask for more than what you have bargained for, what you have desired. Try to put your point across in a very tactful manner because you'll get what you desire. Other than that, I think Scorpions, you'll also be quite nostalgic in this period. Maybe someone is trying to renew contact with you. Basically, you're also being called upon to be kindly disposed towards everybody else. With respect to your love life, I have the card Solitude. And I also have the card Mute. Certainly, these cards seem to say the same things over and over again. Perhaps the bliss of solitude is what you desire this year. For some of you, I'm also picking up that maybe you could go quiet or you may retreat into a shell. So maybe communication could be a factor in your love life this year. Some of you may also feel that the person you're dealing with is not communicating as freely as you would have liked. Certainly, single Scorpions, you could find yourself being pursued. There could be suitors as well. In fact, I'm also picking up that married members of the opposite sex could also be insecure in your company. Perhaps you're coming across as someone who is very pretty or very beautiful. There's this sexual tension which is also there, which these suitors cannot ignore. Maybe you will move yourself away from such circumstances. That is why you prefer solitude, or you want to be by yourself rather than give these people the false hope. In case you're crushing on someone, I think you may feel as though you're a bit lost. There'll be times when you will be all alone. You feel very lonely. Maybe you desire commitment or connection with this person whom you're crushing on. Nonetheless, I'm also picking up that in case you want to express your feelings, and May, June, July, August is the best time. Perhaps if you have done so in the past, you can get a response from this person. But don't read too much into it. Maybe your confidant or people around you who are privy to your feelings may say that don't read too much into this communication that is going on, because there's more ahead, or these are early days. So don't jump the gun. For some of you, I'm also picking up that maybe it's the connection that you're forming could be on the social media. I think a past life issue could also be here, which could be discussed in your relationship with the person whom you have in mind, or with your lover or love interest. Many of you may be desiring marriage this year as well. Maybe you want to settle down in case you're already in a connection, or in case you're already romancing. But you should be careful, because Scorpions, I'm picking up that in case you're in a secret relationship, you could be very annoyed, or you may have revenge on your mind, because someone could blow the cover about your secret relationship. Nonetheless, those who are romancing, you can look forward to phone conversations or dinner dates. You're in a happy state and you want this bliss to be there forever. Perhaps your person is someone who is free with compliments. Ideally, I think Scorpions also, you should not allow suspicion to come into the relationship. On the other hand, those of you who are already married, I think you need to be very polite or tolerant of your in-laws as well. Maybe for some of you, I'm also picking up that the last 8 months of the year, or between May to December, there could be a time when your health of your spouse could be a concern for you. Ideally, you should avoid disagreements. Maybe there could be tips on account of inconsequential matters. For some of you who are in a toxic relationship or in an unhealthy relationship, you may find the issue of infidelity could also come up in your relationship. So this may mean that you may want time alone. As parents, Scorpions, you may find that your financial issues could be there with respect to your children. Maybe you want them to be more careful with respect to financial matters. From Lenormand, we have the card Snake. And I also have the card Bear. Bear certainly talks about financial rewards or financial gains, which are quite likely. So you need to capitalize in case there are opportunities which are coming your way. Another thing, Scorpions, you should be careful, because there could be somebody who's quite sneaky, who's not upfront, who's not clear. You should be careful of such individuals. We'll wrap up this reading with some messages from the Angel Therapy deck. We have the card Books. Perhaps your angels are calling upon you to read some books, or you could also have a book within you. So you need to pen down your thoughts. Maybe some of you are in a creative profession, or you have the skills to be a writer. So you should hone those side of your personality. Perhaps you could also pen down your thoughts in your diary or in your journal. This could help you a bit. For some Scorpions, I'm also picking up that maybe you want to research further, so that is also a possibility this year. Lastly, we have the card Manifestation Power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. Certainly, whatever you're thinking, you're able to manifest. So you're being called upon by the angels to be more positive in your outlook. If you desire something, you have the ability to manifest whatever outcome you desire. So the angels are asking you to do just that. I hope Scorpions, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. We also have the weekly love reading, which is published every week. Have a look at that as well to get greater insight into your love life. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.